guys, it's me, Arthur, and you're watching How to Draw Creepy Creatures. Now, I'm of course going to be taking your requests, but for this month of March, I thought it'd be really cool to do a Fey Creatures theme. So keep on sending me requests that are unrelated to the theme. However, I'm going to be covering this in between. All right, so for this episode, I'm going to be covering how to sketch probably one of my favorite Fey creatures, which would be goblins. Now, you probably know about goblins from movies like Labyrinth and books like Harry Potter and the Spiderwick Chronicles, where they're basically what we know about them is that they're supposed to be these short, ugly creatures that don't like humans. And that's for the most part true, but there's a side to goblin lore which makes them much more endearing. Anyway, goblins fall into a category of fairies called the Dark Fae, which means that they're small, ugly, and are destroyed by sunlight. They're strictly nocturnal. And they are associated with the element of earth and with plant life. So, goblins are known for being very territorial. They'll, they don't like humans coming into areas that they think of as their own, such as a house that they've taken over or a cave. However, they're known for having a strong affection for human children, and they'll attach themselves to a certain person during their childhood and stay with them their whole life. Goblins are known for being very loyal that way, and a person who's been selected by the goblins to be under their protection is known as a goblin child. And anybody who tries to harm that individual, those the perpetrators will usually die or just disappear under strange circumstances. So goblins don't mess around. And what I really think is cool about this legend, well, this part of the legend, is that you can tell if you or someone you know has been selected to be a goblin child, because strange little handmade dolls and toys will show up in that person's room or around their house, like maybe outside their window. Goblins are known for loving toys. They love to make toys, and they're really creative. They'll basically make them out of whatever materials they have access to. So twigs, leaves, acorns, stuff like that. So I just really like that side of the legend because usually goblins are portrayed as horrific. I like the idea that just because something is kind of small and ugly doesn't mean it's always evil, but there's a nice side to it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, we got the basic skeleton anatomy. Let's fill in some muscle. Alright, let's erase some of this and work on the finer details. shade it a little bit now. And you have just sketched a goblin. Now, the next episode, I'll paint him so that you guys can get a little bit more detail. But yeah, this one's a fun creature. So like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Remember that this March I'm going to be focusing on fake creatures. However, if you have any suggestions related to this topic or otherwise, feel free to drop a comment. I'll be sure to get back to you. Also, my email address and link to my Patreon page are in the description. And anybody who finished a lesson on the show and like to show off your artwork, you should send it to me. And as long as you give me your permission, I'll show off on the show with your name so everyone knows that you did it. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and goodbye.